Now you say the Most High gave his word to everybody, right?
That bondage you living out right now. That bondage is why you at the bus stop right now.
You understand? The scripture says, any man speak, let him speak of the oracles of God. They think the law is a small thing.
Separate, man. We are separate from these other nations, man.
That's right.
And I can't let no holder lie to me. I don't feel these rappers, oh they lies, this hypocrisy. Ain't no competition, ain't no rivalry. Niggas think I'm playing, I don't hear one word they saying, this shit light work. Think Muhammad one of us, he might lose his life first. Suckle up and stay alert, another cop just stretch the nigga. He a demon, this an exorcism, watch I bless the nigga. You took that oath in blood, then you know I'm gon' get active with you. From the opposition, I see vision, let me paint the picture. Rappers claim they spit and I ain't listening, is in fact if revenge was a woman, now I stroke that bitch like Jack the Ripper. War, we gon' run the summer, it's gon' be historical. Thought they making plays, made them niggas call the audible. Ask who run this shit, but that question is rhetorical. Bitch, I'm the one, me cookies with the oil. I'ma get them crackers, hell, should've never kidnapped my family. I can't just do that, bet I be the last nigga standing. Do a life sentence for my niggas, pray you understand me. I might put a switch on this Glock and call it young baby. How you real triggering on them dots? You a bird feeder, claiming he a demon. What's a demon to a cold leader? What he saying something, I ain't hear him, this shit light. It ain't about who got this gun, it's about who gon' up that pipe first. I turn a bad situation to a game changer. Bring soldiers from the dead, just raised up the chain. 6 shots, I'ma look like Aaron Jones when I run it. Never bite the hand and feed you, you won't never get that hand back. He bitchin' about 10%, I don't wanna hear none of that. He dropping sword, fuck him, just make sure you get that cover back. Look around, he ain't with us, probably cause he never was. Now my chin like you with the angels for your brothers. Everybody wanna be Richard Porter, God kill him like Alpo. Play if he want, it's laying in the trunk like Lee Malvo. I'm a certified woman's ass nigga, I am not a toy. Hey, I with that hollow side, yeah, this the rim accord. Feel like Gullah Jack when I'm in Fayetteville, you feel your boy. Still about my brain, still I think that's all that I do. The way I get that boy lost, they gon' start to call him Elroy. Fuck his game, pop out on them demons like I'm Hellboy.
They killed, give me Isaiah 14 and 21. They did the same thing to my people. So you said that they put millions of my actions. Should a murderer go to jail for murdering?
Absolutely.
Should a thief go to jail when he steals?
Absolutely.
Should a robber pay back the money he robbed?
Absolutely.
So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did?
That's right. That's right.
One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog.
Was never expected to grow. Just obstacles set in the road. That a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never our home. Only a place of captivity, save facility, hating, disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe this slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting. The trail of my tears is countless. Main fact that I'm here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angels, be ready to rap. Crack in the sky, nuclear missiles will make it official. I'm capturing every cracker surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be. Slavery for me. And let the whole world see that with them in the cage and safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash. Get resolved for the beast. 144, get the ruler show, we could all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom we busting it down. The only way justice is found, the time for your judgment is now.
Do you see just how it feels? Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a
Look, ain't no remorse in my blood, Slim. It won't be no compromise. Now it's time to feed the worms. Watch his body turn to flies. I clutch iron while you trust the lies. The next Glock I buy gon' be Gen 5. I get it customized. And sending shots off like farewell. Praying payback come back around like a carousel. Still remember Yohanna's words ringing in my head like bells. Said you in this body, you fit the Lord, fuck the cartel. Triangle choke, apply pressure to the game like I did Vondale. Payback's a bitch in a dress, she a bombshell. Revenge is served cold, I just hope they make an oxtail. Glock fresh out the box, I swear it got that new car smell. Made myself a target in the world of mad shooters. Devils design fire for our babies to pass through. In the day of our king's reign, I'll be overzealous. They bought my jealous, I bought brand new parabellums.
Do you see just how it feels? Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
All right. Shalom, Israel. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Let me check right quick to make sure our sound is good. So if y'all can hear me, that's too wild. Let me double check and make sure I can hear myself. All right, sound check, sound we good. All right. All right, we good with the sound. Shalam Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi to ahtham. Shalam Yahawah Shamar Bahasham Yahawashi to Aqua. Again, this is I.S.U.P.K. Detroit under Commander General Yohanna, of course, and I am Officer of 1000 Awavia, who have the honor and privilege of teaching the law class today, man. Teaching the law class today, okay? And again, as I like to do so often, man, I like to say the water to Commander General Yahanna, man, who held on to this truth and never let this truth go, man, to give brothers like myself to change their disgusting and filthy ways, man, and come into the truth and be able to raise our people and teach our people and give our people an identity, man, and teach them who they were, man, which is a heavy thing, man. Getting me out of my sinful ways and teaching me how to serve the Lord, man. So I really appreciate that now, and I always like to thank him for that, okay? And I always like to thank him for that. So like, give me 1 second here. And with that being said, I saw something on the internet, right? This just a quick sidebar before I actually go into the class. I saw some fake Israelite group, man, stealing I.S.U.P.K. whole style. I mean, their whole, everything about the I.S.U.P.K. Like, what in the hell is going on? Let me tell y'all something, man. When we see stuff like that, man, that's how you know the truth is not with a group like that. Okay? The truth is not with a group like that. Because how can the truth be with a group like that and they're doing nothing but, like, every Israelite group, let me say this, every Israelite group, right, copy our style. Meaning, if you're an Israelite group and if you some fake Israelite group and you standing out there with a 12 tribe chart, you are copying the UPK. Okay, any Israelite group you see with a 12 tribe chart is copying the UPK. And even if they're not standing out there with a 12 tribe chart, they figured there was an Israelite, and it's coming from the UPK in some form or way, because nobody before the UPK was pushing it like the UPK is pushing. Okay? Nobody was doing that. So it all really starts right here, man. And then for somebody to just blatantly steal our style like that, man, it's very sad, man. Instead of coming in here and being a part of this one body, man, this is fake Israelite group's problem. Instead of them coming in here and being a part of this one body, they'd rather run off and go start some fake Israelite group and do some fake nonsense like they doing today. That was the most disgusting thing I ever seen. I never seen, like, of course you've seen a bunch of break off and fake groups, man. But I had never seen nobody literally, like, step by step copy everything of the UPK and try to be, I don't know the name of the fake group, but that was the most disgusting thing I had ever seen. Like, that was just disgusting when it comes to, like, Israelite groups. That was unheard of. All right, sidebar over. First thing I want everybody to do is I want everybody to get Jeremiah 17:9. Jeremiah 17:9. All right, so now we're going to get into the topic, which almost pretty much still is on the same thing I was talking about. it just so happened that I just happened to see this fake Israelite group, which is a fake Israelite group of many. They're all fake Israelite groups if it's not here under Commander General Yahanna. Okay? Because any real person that want to serve the Lord and want to follow what Christ did, understand that what? It's only one body. It's not 10, it's not 5, it's not 4, it's not 2. It's one body, one mind. Everybody has to be on one accord. Everybody is one thought. If you ask me a question, I answer it. You'll ask the man in Tennessee, he's gonna answer it the same way. He's just gonna have his what? His own little different flavor that he answers it with. But it's gonna be basically the same answer. It's not gonna be something totally different. Because in here we're one body. Okay? One body. That's what it's supposed to be. If you left here and went and did something else, you're not a part of the one body. You're a part of whatever it is that your mind is telling you that you're a part of. Whatever demon that you have on you, you're a part of whatever he's leading you to do. Because you ain't no longer under Christ. You led by some nonsense, all right? And that's the problem. The problem is a lot of men and things of that nature, they want power. All right? They want power. And they don't really care about serving the Lord. They care about themselves. All right? They care about themselves. They care nothing about serving the Lord and doing what the Lord wants them to do. All right? They're full of pride. They're full of pride and full of themselves, man. And in their heart, they say, man, you know what? I can do this thing. I can raise up a school. I know how to do this, that, and the third. But just because you know how to do it does not mean the Lord is with you. That's the thing that they miss. So they thinking in their heart and in their prideful thing that they can do this thing that they seen Commander General Yahanna do. They don't understand the work that really go behind this. So Jeremiah 17 and verse 9, the first thing it says, the heart is deceitful above all things. So in your heart, what do you think? You see what Commander General Yahanna do, but you come in here and you don't want to follow orders. You don't want to say kind or kind. You think you better than the man that's above you. You should be over him. You crave your power, man, and you think all these things in your mind and you get it in your heart, man. But your heart is deceiving you. Your heart is deceiving you. You don't understand. You don't understand what it takes to you don't just come in here and somebody just give you rank because they like you. You don't just come in here and you don't just get a Hebrew name just because you've been here. These are anything you get inside of here, you earn it. It's not given to you. It's something that you work for. It's something that men above you see inside of you and say, you know what? This brother deserves this thing. They don't give it to you because you come in here and you just and you sit there. They don't give it to you because you know what, man, this brother come. You don't get a Hebrew name just because you come sit and you come to class in all black. Just based off of that. You come in here because you dressed in all black and based on other things that you do. So brothers can see the type of spirit that you have on you, and then you can get your name. You just come in here and you just sitting here and you ain't doing nothing. You don't want to follow orders. You only come every once in a while. Somebody gonna give you how you get a name here. You don't. Come in here and kind of like carry some goddamn crates, man. Come in here and carry some crates. Clean the bathroom. Earn it. It's all a humbling experience, man. It's a humble experience, man. That's what you do, man. Don't come in here like you know every goddamn thing and you don't know absolutely nothing. And I'm gonna be honest with you. When I came here, I thought I knew so much, man. You couldn't tell me jack. I came in here, man, and realized I didn't know a damn thing. I didn't know a goddamn thing. The best thing for me, I realized the best thing for me to do was to shut my mouth and take notes. That's what I realized, man. I didn't know nothing. And I thought, man, you could not tell me that I knew the Bible, I knew breakdowns, I knew everything. I saw everything on YouTube and still came in here and realized I didn't know anything. All right? The heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. Because in your heart and your mind, what do you think? You see certain things, you see what Commander General Yohanna is building, you think, what? I can build that. I can do this. And I can do that. And instead of being a part of the one body, guess what you do? You break off and you go do whatever it is that you want to do. That's not of the Lord. If you come into the school, right? If you come into the truth, and you learning the truth, when you leave, you have left the truth. Because in here, when you come in here, you was in the truth. So once you leave here, you have left the truth. And that's what you find with different groups. Because what you find is what? When you go to them, they've changed something. They've changed something within the doctrine. They've changed it for what? To be most suitable to do what? To cater to whatever it is, whatever the demon is that they have on them. It caters to that. They no longer care about what the Lord wants and what the Lord sees right and what the Lord sees fit. And how the Most High want things to go. They so prideful in their own heart that they no longer care. All right. Then certain Israelite groups do what? They look at their numbers, man, and how many members they got. All that, and they think based on that the kingdom is theirs. Oh, Salakia. If y'all have any questions or comments, just type it inside of the chat, man, and I will get to them. All right. If I don't get to them today, I get to them next week. If I can't answer them, of course, you know I'll go to a man above me, and I'll still get to them next week. All right. No sweat. And desperately wicked, man, because what happens when you start thinking those type of thoughts inside of your heart, man, inside of your mind? Your heart is just your mind. What happens? That's why we got so many fake Israelite groups around here today, man. They're prideful and they want that power and they want that fame. They don't care. They don't care about so like, give me 1 second. They don't care about really raising people up, man. Raising the dead and waking up Israel. They don't really care about that, man. They don't know how. They don't know how to do that. That is something. That is something that you have to be taught, especially coming out of the world. Because what? Think about the things that the world teach you. The world teach you how to actually hate your brother. That's what the world teach you. The world teach you how to actually hate your brother, how to hate your sister. The world don't teach you how to love them. So if you're getting taught that from a child to an adult, you've been programmed a certain way. So you have to come in here and learn and get your brain washed. You've been taught in the world that what? That's the thing to do, to sleep with another brother woman. That's what you've been taught in the world, man. You've been taught in the world the coolest thing to do is for you to be getting high. I saw something on Facebook one day where the brother said, nobody get higher than me. That brother popped about 7 Percocets. All of these things are a learned behavior, man. These things are a learned behavior. Where do we learn it from? We learn it from an oppressor that what? An oppressor that hates us. How do you know that he hates us? Because these are the things that he's doing, that he's pushing on us. And as he pushed these things on us, what happened? We destroy ourselves. We destroy ourselves, man. A prideful and a sinful man, will leave what Christ is teaching us to do what? To go start his own fake Israelite group. You see them everywhere, man. They popping up like it's the brand new thing. You gonna go off somewhere and start your own group versus joining the one body? You just gonna go make your own 12 chart sign versus joining the people that the Lord gave the chart to. All right, you're prideful. Your pride ain't gonna let you come in here and take the garbage out, man. Work your way up. Earn what you get. You want to name yourself. My name means I'm right next to Yahawashi. Who named you that? I named myself. Of course you're gonna give yourself that goddamn name. Let a man above you look at you and observe you and see the spirit that's on you and give you a name, man. You don't want that. Hell no. You got to name yourself. Let's get Psalm 75 and 4 right quick. Okay. Lift up, Psalm 75 and 4. You're going to name yourself. All of a sudden, you know everything. Some of y'all come in here and didn't even make it to an officer of 50. And all of a sudden you got your own Israelite group somewhere. You come in here, you stealing. That's stealing. That is stealing, huh? You come in here and learn a little something. And some of y'all so bad, y'all watch the YouTube videos and then go try to teach what you're seeing on YouTube from our classes to your congregation. or you're calling in and you're asking questions trying to get breakdowns so you can go teach your congregation our breakdown. Why do that when you could just come in here? You're too puffed up, man. You're too puffed up. You don't want to come in here and say kind out of a kind. You want people to say that to you. Well, God damn it, why don't you come in here and earn it? What you're doing, it hurts us as a nation. It doesn't make us strong as a nation. How do you know? How can I say that? How do you know that? Look at the Chinese. When that day of the rat come, they all celebrating the day of the damn rat. Every last one of them give honor to the day of the rat. When the day of the dragon come, every last one of them are on one accord. Let the Chinese New Year come in. They're all on one accord, man. You hurt the nation when you go off and start your own fake Israelite group or something. We got Passovers, everybody celebrating Passover on a different day, except for the day that the Lord wanted to do. That's the day we all should be celebrating Passover together. You gonna do it this day, they gonna do it this day. No, the Lord is with Commander General Yohanna and the UPK. We set the date for the Passover because the day that we set come from the Lord, man. No, what you other cats doing? You was having some kind of dinner some goddamn where, man. You just having some dinner somewhere. Because of that, that's why we suffer the things that we suffer inside this kingdom, man. Too many men want power and money, and them the only things that they care about, man. You new fake Israelite groups, man. Y'all the new version of Christians. Y'all figured out that everybody knew that Christianity was lying to them. And now Christianity started to phase out, so now everybody want to switch to an Israelite group, but they want to start their own one. They don't want to join the one body, and the only reason they want to start their own one is because of what? Because of their lust. It's because of their lust, man. The lust of everything that they have going on, man. We have to come out of that, man. This thing is a one-body thing, man. It's a one-body thing. All right? Let's get it. We had Psalm 75 and 4. And it reads, I say unto the fools, deal not foolishly, and to the wicked, lift not up thy horn. All right, I'm going to start that over and I'm going to read it from the top, okay? Salaki, let me check right quick before I go into that. Just give me 1 second. Let me check this and make sure we have no questions. Salaki. Let me just double check and make sure we don't have no questions. We do not. Give me a hot second here, y'all. Double check and make sure we don't have no questions right quick. Yeah, everybody want to be. Y'all ever heard of that saying where they say, too many chiefs and not enough Indians? Y'all ever heard of that saying? They say too many chiefs and not enough Indians. Well, that's the problem, man. Everybody want to be the leader. But you have to understand something. The best leaders are the men who know how to follow. If you never understand how to follow anything, you don't know how to follow any orders. You don't want to follow any orders. You don't want to do. You just want to be you want to be the boss of everything. You have to work your way up to the top, so to speak. But you don't care about that. You would rather just break off and start your own fake Israelite group. Okay? Psalm 75:4. It say, I say unto the fools, deal not foolishly. Don't deal foolishly, man. It's foolish. Stop me 1 second. Sorry about that sound. Let me get that sound down. All right. It's foolish of somebody to look at what we doing over here, and instead of saying, let me join this over here, which started it all, to make the nation stronger, I'm going to go over here and create a division in the nation. Because that's what you do when you start some fake Israelite group, man. You create a division inside of the nation. You create a division. Because what? Because now people have to look at you and look at us. And now they got to make a decision. Well, where do I go? But they just, in this instance, they don't just have to look at you. They got to look at this one over here. This one over here. This one over here. And what you actually doing, you're feeding whatever demon that they have. Whatever the demon is on them that they have, they pick an Israelite group based on that. So the demons is never getting fought off of them. And here you get the demons fought off of them. Some fake Israelite group, you don't get the demons fought off of it. Because you got this Israelite group over here that they'll let the oppressor come in and join them. You love the oppressor and you think that the kingdom is for everybody, so you'll go over there. That's the one for you right there. This one over here, they let alternative lifestyles in. Well, you struggling with an alternative lifestyle, you really don't want to give that up. It's too much pleasure for you. It's too enjoyable for you. So you'll go over there. This Israelite group over here, you don't have to do as much work. It's not too much required of you. You just got to be available for camp sometimes, because they don't go out every weekend. They just go out some of the times. So with them, you just have to be available some of the times. You don't have to be available every weekend like you have to be in here. Just go over here to the some of the times. Don't be foolish, man. Come in here, man. Put on all black. Con out of con. Take some trash out. Carry some crates, man. You'll get through it. I promise you. And if you are who you think you are inside of your mind, it's going to show. If you really that person who you think you are inside of your mind, instead of starting some fake Israelite group somewhere, come in here, man. And let's build that nation up, man. Let's build this nation up. If you are who you say you are. if that's really you, okay, come in here, man. Come inside of here. And let's get this thing done. So I say unto the fools, deal not foolishly, and unto the wicked, lift not up thy horn. Don't exalt yourself, man. Don't be so full of pride. Don't be so full of yourself. Don't be like that. It's like, give me 1 second here, I got you. Don't be so into yourself. Okay? That's a foolish thing to do. We reading it right here. Them purple people, man, they think because they got numbers that they doing something. Well, you just leading brothers to their destruction. All right? That's all you're doing. You're teaching them to bow down to the oppressor. Let's get Galatians 6 and 3. Galatians 6 and 3. You leading brothers and sisters to their destruction, man. And you know a fake Israelite group because that's what all of them do. You looking at them like, no, this one over here don't. They teach this, and they over here. This be the problem with a lot of sisters. They say over here in the UPK, they teach you can have multiple wives. They say you can have more than one woman over here. Nah, I ain't going. It's not us. That's in the Bible. You leaving and putting away Christianity just to go into some fake Israelite group and still get tricked. You still getting fooled. Somebody is still lying to you. The only thing you get over here is the truth. And the truth shouldn't fit whatever you think it should fit. That's why you go somewhere else, and what happened, man? You go somewhere else with some fake Israelite group or some Christian church or something like that, and you get destroyed, man. A lot of us, we don't understand them, and we searching for the truth, and we looking for the truth, and we trying to find the truth, man. We doing everything we can to get the truth, but it ain't working. It's seeming like the truth, but it ain't the truth. And here is the truth, man. And you know this is the truth because this is where it all started at. This is where it all started. All right? Galatians 6 and 3, and it reads, for if a man think of himself to be something, when he is nothing, he deceiveth himself. You deceiving yourself, man. When you put yourself on, you putting yourself on high. You deceiving yourself, you giving yourself the best Hebrew name you can find. Your Hebrew name is he who walks with means, your Hebrew name means he who walks with the Most High. You gave yourself that name. Nobody looked at you and named you that. Your name means he who walks with the Most High. You deceiving yourself, right? First and foremost, you deceiving yourself because the truth be told. Because the truth be told, what? If you was truly serious about what you was doing, where would you be? Where would you be? You would be here. You will be right here with every other brother. Be right here next to your brother, fighting this battle against the oppressor. The oppressor, he looks at individual Israelite groups and he loves that. Because when he looks at individual Israelite groups, guess what? He understands we not together. That's what he understands. He understands we not together. And the ones that's not in the, he don't even worry about y'all. Because he know, what do he know? He know y'all the ones creating the schisms. You know, y'all the ones that broke off and went and did something else. So y'all make our job double hard because we gotta fight them and y'all. Salaki. Okay. Galatians 6 and 3. For if a man think of himself to be something, and that's something that we see, especially like, let's take these purple people for example, right? The alternative lifestyle group, right? They think they self to be something because of their numbers. Look at our numbers. Look at our numbers. The only reason y'all think y'all got numbers and the only reason people like y'all because y'all still get to give lineups. Y'all still get to one wife. And y'all still get to bow down to the oppressor. Y'all don't force them to give up. Y'all don't force them to give up the oppressor way of life. It just seems like y'all do. You say stop doing this and stop doing that, but really, what y'all never stop doing is bowing down to the oppressor. That's what you never stop doing. And that's what any fake Israelite group. That's the one thing none of them never stop doing. And here, you are taught not to bow down to no damn oppressor. Not in here. In here, we make the oppressor bow down to kiss our goddamn boots. That's what we doing here. We don't bow down to oppressor in here. We don't say if you resisted the power of the oppressor in here. No, not in here we don't. We ain't submissive to the oppressor in here, man. We teach you how to be a man and stand up for what's right. How to be a man and stand up for your brother. How to be honorable and have integrity and things of that nature, man. We teach you how not to be teach you how not to be the B word in here. We get you out of that softness in here, man. Some of y'all love that stuff though. I love bowing down to y'all oppressor. Okay? For if a man think himself to be something, Thinking you something, man. Y'all seen that purple dude ride through on that horse through his Passover. You can't tell me that he was, that brother didn't think he was Christ himself, man. He think himself to be something. He just walking through and waving at everybody. Did y'all see the African girl crying and all that stuff? He think himself to be something. He think himself to be something, man. Reading on. When he is nothing. He is nothing, man. He ain't nothing. Just some alternative lifestyle brother in purple. That's it. Nothing more. Maybe something even less than that. Just somebody struggling with his alternative lifestyle, man. He is nothing. He want to be more than that. That's why they've been talking all this nonsense on the internet, man. They're talking all this garbage. We can mobilize because we have jobs. Who the hell don't? I just got off of work. How about that? Off work and came straight here to do this class. Who the hell cares, man? We mobilize all the time. And guess what? We depend on each other because that's real brotherhood. We don't depend on what the oppressor give us. We depend on each other to make sure we mobilize. That's the difference between us and them. We lean on each other in this school, man. That's that brotherhood thing that fake Israelite groups will never understand and they'll never have. Because they don't understand brotherhood. Because the truth be told, they hate brothers. They hate brothers, man. They hate poor brothers, man. Can you imagine what that leader in purple did to poor brothers and sisters, especially when he got demoted and had to walk around in a as a plainclothes cop, when he got demoted from detective to just being in plain clothes on the street? Can you imagine how he treated the poor of Israel? Think about it. You're a detective and you making false allegations and planting evidence and things of that on brothers. Can you imagine what he did when he got demoted? Can you imagine how cruel he was to brothers? And he knows it's all in there. And guess what he do? He encourages people to be police and to join the army. You don't get that in here, man. Because brothers know what's going on. Because we have plenty of brothers that come from that world. It's not like we on the outside looking in and don't really understand. We have brothers that come from the world and tell us. And let's just say we didn't. You could just look at how we get treated by the police and say, you know what? No brother should be a part of that, man. Not over there, though, man. They encourage it and they love it, man. And because of that, he set himself on high. Look at me. I'm the police. I'm a detective. I'm such a righteous man. And they're bums. Those bum dudes up under me, they bums, they don't have jobs, they live off their work. They just no good niggas. That's what he say. No good brothers, man. For if a man think himself to be something, when he is nothing, he deceiveth himself, man. And that's what he did. He deceived himself, man. He deceived himself. He was a detective and he thought, what did he think? He thought, I'm a detective, man, and these no good Negroes on the street, man, I'm gonna lock every last one of them up if I gotta lie, steal, or cheat to do it. You deceived yourself, because then they busted you down to just a regular old police, man. When in fact they should have never put him on the street, man. They should have never ever, and then they should have never ever let him get put on it. Because think about, if he did it as a detective, what you think he did as a regular cop? What do you think he did as the regular police? He sure as hell wasn't. He sure as hell didn't. He sure as hell didn't show a sense of compassion for him. That we know. We ain't got to worry about that. We know that didn't happen. Okay. And he stood out and stuck his chest out like he was doing the world a favor. Getting all these poor Negroes off the street who's starving and trying to figure out what's going on in their life. They don't even understand what's happening to them and what's being done to them. They don't understand that everything that they're going through, your oppressor set it up for you to go through it. They don't understand that. You hate them. You hate them for being poor. You hate them for having no money. They're just a bunch of saggy pants Negroes to you. Bunch of saggy pants niggas. Well, let me tell you something, man. Christ died for them, man. Okay? Christ died for them. Let's get Proverbs in the 16th chapter. Yeah, Christ died for them, man. You should show a little bit more respect for them, man. But you don't care. You just bringing up a group, raising up a group that just, they despise black people, man. They hate them with all their heart. They hate them with every fiber of their being. They hate black people, but you know who they do love? They lock up innocent black people, but you know what they won't do? They don't want to lock up the criminals. They number 2 in charge is a goddamn criminal, man. Been to jail for being a criminal. Him, the criminal, they exalt him and put him up, man, and make him number 2 in command. The innocent black man, because he poor and he don't have no money, him, they lock up and throw in jail, man. Bear with me 1 second, Israel. Let me try to see if I just got some questions on the line, and then, of course, we'll proceed forward. But while I'm doing this, get Proverbs 12, Salaki, Proverbs 16 and 18. Proverbs 16 and 18. Let's get it. All right. Proverbs 16 and 18, and it read, pride goeth before destruction. They pride go before their destruction, man. Pridefulness, man. Pridefulness and thinking that they more than what they are. How do you let how many people in your group puff you up to think that you something? You think you a lot of something more than what you are. Like we just read a minute ago, you deceiving yourself. You are deceiving yourself, man. It's a trick. But your pride and yourself exalting yourself. Whatever it is that you think you are, you only that inside of your own mind. The Lord don't look at you like that. The Lord looking at you and he just waiting for the proper time to destroy you. He just waiting on the proper time to destroy you. The Lord is not looking at you saying, oh man, good job. The Lord just waiting to wipe you out. Because you doing something that is such an evil thing to do, man. You teaching brothers to break the law and that it's okay. Teaching brothers that it's okay to get lineups. Teaching brothers that it's okay to rape women. Who in the world would think it's okay to rape a woman? Calling it what they say, corrective rape. And some sisters will rather join that. They'd rather get corrective rape than come over here just because a brother got more than one woman. They clearly they didn't know. You just, like I said earlier, you leave from getting tricked one way to going to get tricked another way, man. That's a hate. Anytime you rape a woman, man, you hate women. You don't give a goddamn what you say it is, man. You have a hatred for a woman and you want to destroy that woman. You want to destroy that woman, talking about rape her, corrective rape. It's your goddamn mind. And our people follow that nonsense. You only hate women because you love an alternative lifestyle. Nobody know raping. Any brother know raping a woman destroys that woman. You don't forcibly take. You don't forcibly take the box away from a woman, man. You don't do that, man. What the hell is wrong with people? What the hell is wrong with anybody who, after even hearing that, stayed there? You have to have a hatred for women. If you're an alternative, you into that alternative lifestyle, you do hate women because you want to replace the woman. Because all you care about is being one. You want to be one so bad and don't realize you can never be a woman. I don't give a goddamn how many surgeries you have or any of that nonsense. You can't replace no woman, man. If you a brother, it ain't nothing better than a woman. Nothing better. You can't hide the fact that you was a man because a real brother gonna know. It's gonna take him about 10 seconds, he gonna figure it out. You can't hide yourself. A real brother is gonna know. I don't give a dang on what you do. You ain't replacing no woman, man, because it ain't nothing better than a woman. Oh, I love the UPK. We love women in here, man, under Commander General Yahanna. We love them. All of them. Give a damn about none of that. We love every single one of them. In here. Sister, you come on in here, man. You won't get raped in here. These brothers in here, we'll lose our life to make sure you don't get raped in here. It ain't about to happen to you up in here. All them other little fake Israelite groups, I don't know what they talking about. That ain't biblical. Not correct biblically to rape a sister. Don't you ever believe no garbage like that, man. Come on in here and get love properly, man. All right. Proverbs verse 16 and 18. Pride goeth before destruction. Pride go before destruction, man. Brothers sticking their chests out because they got numbers and things of that nature, and think because they got a magic number. You know, that's what they focus on, how many people they got. They think that means the Lord is with them. I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to help you out right now. That's what I'm going to do. You only got a lot of numbers, so when the Lord comes through and destroy you, He wants everybody to be able to see. He wants to make sure that everybody is watching this big crowd of people get destroyed. In 20 minutes, no one will even mention you. They won't think about you. They won't talk about you. Y'all made a crucial and terrible mistake. Y'all was just doing whatever it was y'all was doing until you touched the real prophets of the Lord. That was a mistake. That was a terrible mistake y'all made, man. Pride goeth before destruction. Because y'all was prideful, man. That brother had a wireless mic and walked in front of the cat, man. And got destroyed. Numbers don't mean anything. The Lord is not with you. That's something that is something that y'all have to learn. You don't get the kingdom by numbers. Christ is not counting how many people you got. Christ is letting folks in the kingdom based on what? Their obedience. See how easy that is? You see how simple that is? But they can't talk about obedience because they're not obedient. The only thing they got is numbers. And here we can talk about how we follow what Christ said do. And here we can talk about how we follow what the Lord said do. because we're doing it every single day. Because we're doing it every single day in here, man. And here you don't get to do whatever it is you want to do. You think, excuse me, you think, you think you could rob another brother like that and go to prison for it and then sit back and be second in command in here? You think that you would come back in here as a young man? And I don't know how long you would stay there. If you even get allowed to even come back in here, man. You don't get to do something like that and come back in here and don't. What the hell is going on? Man, the GEN.YAHANNA would never allow such a thing, man. He would never allow such a thing, man. Not in a million goddamn years would he allow that. You got to be crazy. Let's get Proverbs the 29th chapter, man. Proverbs the 29th chapter. Don't ever think we would let something like that happen in here. That's just the difference between us and everybody else, man. That's why we say if it's not under the I.S.U.P.K, it's not of the Lord. Because these other cats, they'll let anything go on inside of their group and cover it up and hide it and things of that nature. Why would they do it? Because they don't really care about you. I don't care about you. I don't care about what you're going through. All they care about is power and money. That's it. They need people to pay the money. So what they doing? They saying whatever it is that they have to say to do what? To get the people to come. We don't compromise our integrity in here. The Lord said no lineups. You ain't getting no goddamn lineups. Dreadlocks ain't a part of our culture. You ain't coming in here with no goddamn dreadlocks. That's that. You ain't putting no fringes on the bottom of your damn t-shirt in here. You gonna do what the Lord said do in here. You gonna follow Israelite culture in here. Or else you ain't gonna be in here, man. It's that goddamn simple. You gonna follow it or you ain't gonna be here. A lot of y'all just don't want to. Y'all don't want to be obedient. Like my Adawan said, Dariala, man. The path to destruction is what? It's wide. It's wide. You can get all up in there and do all kind of nonsense, man. But to get to that to get to that kingdom, boy, that way is narrow. That way is narrow. Only few get through there. if you get to there. You're getting high and you want to live alternative, want to smoke cigarettes and pop holes and all kind of things of that nature, and you want to run around and you want to sleep with all different kind of men and think that's the cool thing, think that your body, having a high body count is the cool thing to do. Don't worry about it, man. Don't worry about it. You ain't got to listen to us. That ain't what you want to do. The Lord gonna deal with you. Don't you even worry about it. Don't you even worry about it. The Lord gonna take care of you, man. All right. Proverbs 29, and did I say 23? Okay, it's gonna be Proverbs 29 and 23. All right. Proverbs 29 and 23, and it reads, it says, a man's pride shall bring him low. Your pride will bring you low, man. You don't want to come in here and take orders and get built up. You coming out, think about this. You hear about you an Israelite. You hear about the truth. Instead of coming in here and learning about the truth, where it all started, you either A, go join some fake Israelite group, or B, go start your own fake Israelite group. I don't understand that. I just honestly don't. It did, like, for me personally, when I learned I was an Israelite, I didn't join a group per se, but what I did was I just watched everybody closely. Okay, I watched them very closely, and it took a little while. And finally, what I did was I made my election sure. I joined the UPK. I joined here. This is where I came to, and I've been here ever since. And I ain't going nowhere. Because in here, the one thing I noticed, if you just, we talking about, I'm being fair and honest. I had to put aside rather, what I like. Like, oh, I might like this about this brother, or I might like that about this brother, or he sound good, he seemed cool. I had to put all that aside and look at what was being, and look at how the things brothers was saying and how they was conducting themselves. And if you could see hypocrisy on the internet, imagine what they doing behind closed doors. The UPK, I found none of that in here. Despite a lot of the things that was being said, I found none of that here. And since I've been here, I still find none of that. We had some fake Israelite group talking about we being here, trying to make it seem like we in here smoking weed. I've never seen a man in the UPK smoke weed. Like, what in the hell are you talking about, man? And anybody who know anything, know a UPK man is not smoking no weed. Y'all know he's lying. But you still stay there, Even though y'all know he lying. It's a lie. It's weak, and it's weak as heck. It's weak as hell. A man's pride shall bring him low, but honor shall uphold the humble spirit, man. And that's what Commander General Yahanna has, man. Commander General Yahanna has a humble spirit, man. You will never see Commander General Yahanna ride through the Passover on a horse, walking through the crowd. That was so disgusting, man. Because it was like he really thought he was that. Like when I seen it was just jaw dropping. I said, no, this dude did not do this. It looks so alternative. That is not it's not of the Lord, man. And that's not of how we conduct ourselves in Israel. Only a prideful man and a man who exalts himself in his own heart would do such a thing like that, man. Only that type of man would do something like that. Right? No real man of the Lord would even thought to do anything of that nature. The thought of that would have never crossed their mind. All right, let's get Proverbs 11 and 2. Proverbs 11 and 2, man. Okay. Yeah, your pride done deceived you, right? It done deceived you. It done deceived you horribly. Then get on camera talking about what you could have did and all this old crazy stuff, man. When the Lord is done, that's all I'm gonna do. Shake my head because you've been terribly deceived. Proverbs 11 and 2. It says, when pride cometh, then cometh shame. Shame, man. This is shame in the Lord's eyes, what them brothers is doing, man. Shameful in the Lord's eyes. The Lord not looking at them and all that dang on purple talking about he with them. The Lord is ashamed of that, man. And that's why he getting ready to bring it to an end. They laughing and cracking jokes and think everything is funny. Meanwhile, sisters over there, a sister done lost her life because you done brought Africans into the school. A sister lost her life over that, man. Y'all think that's funny? It's a game. It's a joke. You done gave our sister over to somebody of another nation, a group of people who should have never even been amongst the congregation of Israel. Y'all just over there laughing, having a good time. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. We gonna see. We are definitely gonna see. But with the lowly is wisdom, man. But with the people that don't exalt themselves like that, with the people that's humble, with the people that's humble, we don't always have to be on the forefront talking about, look at me, look at me. That's what those other Israelite groups do. Look at me. Look at what I've done. I've done this. And I've done that. You didn't do nothing. You leading a whole group of people to their destruction. It's simple as this though. Just to let me sum it up, because of course, for time's sake, and Salaki, I did not mean to get a late start. We just had a couple of issues. It's just their month. And they all riled up because it's their month. It's the Alternative Lifestyle People Month. It's the month where they can go out and really express themselves the way they truly want to. Because they want to rape women, because they hate them. They want to spit in women's face because they hate them. Why do they want to do all these cruel things to women? You will never hear any brother in here say anything about raping a woman unless they speaking against it. They'll be speaking against raping a woman in here. And the other Israelite group, man, woman, you out of line, we gotta correct you, so we'll rape you to correct you. You look at us and you look at them, and you having a hard time figuring it out, hey, join them. I'm telling you that, join them. Better watch your daughter, and your son for that matter. You better watch them and keep an eye on them. You don't know what's going on in them fake Israelite groups, man, but in here, I'll tell you what we're doing. We following the Lord. Over there, they following their leader of whatever demon he have on him. Depending on what fake Israelite group you decide to join. They all got some kind of demon on them. Based on which one you follow is the demon that you follow. They love oppressors. They love to rape. They love alternative. You don't know which one you follow, man. They all got something. But what you should be focusing on is it of the Lord? Don't look at especially the purple group. Don't look at them because they got police in there and say, oh, they the police, so they might be. Nah, there's a group of crooked cops who live alternative lifestyle. Some kind of crooked fraternity cops that live alternative lifestyle, and they done band together in different cities and states with their alternativeness. It's not of the Lord, it's of alternative. Right? So just be careful with that, man. And with that, Shalom, Israel.